unlock freedom. Now, those two words might be a bit kind of weird to start a video off with, but the reason why I'm saying them is because there is a lot of slavery around the world today. There is people being trafficked by sex traffickers, and there are also people being sold into slavery, you know, in sweatshops and this, that and the other. And I'm really passionate about awareness being brought around the world, because I think people believe that slavery is what happened in the 1800s, but it's still happening now. And this t-shirt I'm wearing today says unlock freedom, which is why I said the two words before I started speaking. And it's basically a campaign by Challenge 21 campaign. I think that's how you say it. And every 21 seconds someone is sold into slavery, not just, you know, in England, but around the world. And that's quite a shocking statistic, because obviously you think that, oh yeah, slavery's not there anymore, it's been abolished, you know, that nothing bad like that's happening anymore. But you constantly see in the news, you know, like about the police going to see, finding out that there's been a sex trafficker, and so they've sort of unlocked them, you know, so they're free again. And I think that's amazing that people are actually starting to do stuff about it, but it's still not enough, because like children, they're being sold by their parents, well not sold, but they're told to by their parents to work for these companies, you know, sweatshop companies, which is not the chain sweatshop, but it's the shops that are sweatshop shops, but that's just a term, it's not anything to do with the company, because the company is really good with ethics. Anyway, so I think it's a very big issue that we should be looking at now, because it's affecting people, and it's the 21st century, guys. The 21st century is not the 17th or 16th century anymore. We need to stop and change the world, because we have more freedom and right to do things now than people have ever done in the rest of the times and generations and stuff. And we should take advantage of the fact we can change lives. And it's all very well, you know, worrying about looks and stuff like that, but if there's things like slavery and people being brought into prostitution, that is not good. So we need to abolish that, because that is just simply a horrible thing, and I can't believe it's still occurring. And I was quite shocked when I see all these, you know, television broadcasts and stuff, because I think the people who are brought into those slavery and sex slaves, etc., they are so scared. They have obviously they have rights, but because they're under their owners, then they can't do anything about it. And I just think it's ridiculous. It needs to change. Like the children working in sweatshops and stuff, they need to be paid more. They're paid them less than the minimum wage in England, and that's ridiculous. They work long hours, and they're quite bad working conditions as well, and they don't earn much. And I think it's ridiculous that it's like that nowadays. And so this video, I know it's going to be a bit of a drag and a bit of a, you know, a political one, and I know my voice doesn't sound amazing and I'm saying things wrong, but I don't care, because this issue needs to be sorted out. There are so many issues in the world. There are obviously climate change, global warming, well, the same thing, like, you know, poverty and like homophobic stuff, and, you know, racism and chemical warfare, and Syria as well, which is a very bad issue. But there are also things like sex slaves and like people's rights being evaded, which is against the, you know, the Book of Human Rights. So we need to change lives. We need to change it today. We need to change lives. We need to change legislations. We need to stop it. People shouldn't get away with it by just saying, oh yeah, it's just a worker. Oh, she's just giving money for me. You know, I'm just gonna get loads and loads of money from this, because it's wrong. It's downright wrong. if we don't change it now, then when are we ever going to change it? Now there's this charity I'm involved with, because I've bought the t-shirt and I bought a wristband, but I can't find a wristband. Challenge 21 campaign. It's there for helping people and put, you know, more awareness about the issue, which is quite a big one for today's news. And just check it out, buy a t-shirt, because that'll help bring awareness, because even if people just bring awareness, that'll be better than nothing. And even if they just said on their Facebooks, like, you know, sites or Twitter or emails, or even just writing letters to their MPs and, you know, stuff like that, then the world will be a better place. So I think that should happen, and I hope that you've watched the whole of this video, because it is important. It is an important thing. You shouldn't just look at this video and go, oh, it's about political stuff, it's all about sort of slavery and stuff, and just don't watch to the end, because that's just rude, and it's just wrong to not know how bad it is, you know, sex slaves and children, and obviously adults as well, working for really low pay. And fair trade is doing a lot to help that fair trade and trade craft, but it's still quite bad. And I know shops are changing, but it's not as big as it should be. They need to change it more. So I hope you can support any of these charities which are to do with freedom of slavery, and let's make a difference, guys. Okay, let's make a difference. We are in the 21st century. We can change lives. Thank you.